The thing about cheap beer in Ontario is brewers could actually be selling it for a lot less right now, and they aren't. The minimum price for beer, even before Doug Ford's announcement, was $1.25. But the cheapest beer we could find, right here, is $1.40. So if brewers aren't selling for the minimum price now and they aren't being forced to change, what is the likelihood they're going to? Looking at social media, not a lot of excitement from brewers about lowering their prices.
Grey Lakes Brewery decided right away, it wasn't even a debate, not to participate in the Buck of Beer program, or challenge, as the Premier said, based on the fact that we value our brands. We've worked hard over the 31 years to get our brands out to the public at a reasonable, fair price, and we won't compromise on quality.
Hop down to Quebec, mind you, and there are some beer makers who are selling for about $1 a beer. But that's more a question of distribution. You can buy at grocery and corner stores. Can't do that in Ontario, at least not yet. Doug Ford has suggested that too may change. But until it does, how do you push brewers to basically adopt a political pricing policy?
Nobody is being forced to lower their prices, and there'll be no subsidies or tax handouts.
Well, that is debatable, because brewers that hop on board with Buck a Beer could get certain perks, like product placement and free advertising with Ontario's liquor stores. Perks that would normally cost money that would normally go to provincial coffers. Put your product, for instance, on one of these end caps. The LCBO charges $215 a store. Put it in every store, that's $129,000 a month, and there are at least a dozen end caps in each and every store. So yes, this will cost the government money, but every political initiative does, and the message from Doug Ford, he's making sure money that's in the pockets of beer drinkers across this province stays there. As for the brewers, well, we reached out to the people behind the cheapest bottle that we could find today. They said no plans to change the price right now.
Probably drank that later. The Liquor Control Board of Ontario issued a statement late tonight saying it looks forward to working with brewers who meet the Premier's Buck a Beer Challenge, and that would include, quote, promotional opportunities such as in-store displays, as David talked about, their limited time offers and advertising. These are normal business expenses for our stores, and no cost will be incurred to either LCBO consumers or Ontario taxpayers. So the idea for Buck a Beer isn't really a new one. It was available in this province in Ontario until about a decade ago.
They pick up a value lager, they'll try a case, they say, gee, it tastes great. Why would I want to pay $35.50 when I can pay $23.70?
Back in 2002, the Buck a Beer concept got its start in Hamilton when management was looking for a way to revive Lakeport Brewery. The strategy, sell 24 beers for just under $24 plus deposit.
We're on the winning side in the beer wars. I think that we are the pioneer of the value category.
At the time, the company had just 1% of the market share in Ontario. By 2006, that jumped to 11%, and 2 Lakeport beers were among the top 10 selling beers in Ontario. But in 2008, the provincial Liberal government quietly raised the minimum price for a bottle by a quarter. When questioned about the move, the government cited its social responsibility mandate, saying the price hike would result in people drinking less. So where's the cheapest beer in Canada now? That'd be in BC and Quebec, where you can get a 6-pack for $6.99.